Quality sleep is essential. That's why the Sleep Number Smart Bed is designed for your ever-evolving sleep needs. Need a bed that's firmer or softer on either side? Helps you sleep at a comfortable temperature? Sleep Number Smart Beds let you individualize your comfort, so you sleep better together. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number number 1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed for a limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
On today's Smart 7, Zara Sultana calls for an arms embargo on Israel. New allegations emerge against Natalie Elphicke and lots more. It's Monday 13th of May, it's National Frog Jumping Day, and happy birthday, Robert Pattinson.
The Smart 7. It's news, but
Not the news. Israeli forces pushed deeper into the southern Gaza city of Rafah this weekend as thousands more Palestinians fled to Al-Mawasi, a small coastal town already struggling with overcrowding. It follows Wednesday's shock US announcement that they'd be pausing a shipment of more than 350,000 heavy bombs over fears they would be used in Rafah. And Labour MP Zara Sultana says the UK should follow suit.
Over 35,000 people have died, 70% women and children. Gaza's healthcare system completely dismantled, and the government has done very little, in fact. When we look at the role that we're playing, we are aiding and abetting what are war crimes that are happening on a daily basis.
And while UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron claimed a major offensive on Rafah would be a very dangerous move from Israel, the Foreign Secretary categorically ruled out an arms embargo on Sunday.
But I was pressed to do that a few months ago, and the very next thing that happened was a massive Iranian attack on Israel. So I don't think some sort of political declaration is the right answer.
The Natalie Elphicke chronicles continued over the weekend after new allegations emerged about the controversial ex-Tory MP who defected to Labour last week. On Saturday, former Justice Secretary Robert Buckland claimed she'd lobbied him back in 2020 over her then-husband's sexual assault case. Natalie was accused of asking the former Lord Chancellor for help moving the date of the case to avoid publicity. Labour MP Jess Phillips says there are questions to be answered about her party's newest MP.
What I find absolutely galling is that Robert Buckland coming out now with these claims does somewhat suggest that he cared considerably less about A, the rule of law, B, victims of sexual violence, when it wasn't politically expedient for him.
It all comes days after Natalie publicly apologised for comments she made in support of her ex-husband following his conviction, but the Tories just aren't letting it go. Deputy Foreign Secretary Andrew Mitchell says the Tories can't stand her and Labour won't trust her.
People who are traitors to the party which supported them and got them elected, they don't tend to sleep very well. They are despised by their old party and never trusted at all by their new party because of where they came from.
It's been a tough weekend for Ukraine after a new Russian offensive saw significant gains for Moscow in the northeastern Kharkiv region. Ukraine's defence ministry confirmed the assault early on Friday morning in a telegram post, claiming that they had beaten back Russian forces seeking to break through the Ukrainian defence line. But by Saturday, Russia's Ministry of Defence announced it had captured 5 villages surrounding Kharkiv and another in the southern Donetsk region. It comes as Russian Defence Minister Sergei Shoigu was removed on Sunday by Vladimir Putin after 2 years in the job. UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron says it's time to go all out to support Ukraine.
This only underlines that this is a unjustified, illegal invasion, and he's now, as it were, invaded it again. We must do everything we can to help the Ukrainians.
Preparations are in place to send the first group of UK migrants to Rwanda this summer after the Safety of Rwanda bill was passed last month, but it looks as though the scheme might not even make it to Christmas. The flagship Tory policy has faced a slew of legal challenges, which saw the first flight grounded shortly before takeoff in July 2022. April's ruling opened the doors for the flights to finally leave, but Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer confirmed on Friday that he won't be sticking with the scheme should he win the general election.
We will cancel the scheme. We don't think the policy is going to work, and we think it costs a fortune. So, of course, that means we won't operate the scheme at all. I'm not interested, it's a gimmick.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Arsenal back on top in the Premier League, and Eurovision chaos as winner is crowned. Right after this.
Even on a budget, quality is non-negotiable. That's why Quince is the place to score high-end essentials at 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Get your hands on buttery soft cashmere sweaters from just $60, Italian leather jackets, and so much more. And the best part about Quince, they exclusively partner with factories committed to safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing. Elevate your style without the elevated price tag with Quince. Go to quince.com/upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Welcome back.
It was a topsy-turvy Sunday for Man United fans after their women's team claimed their first ever FA Cup title in an emphatic 4-0 victory over Spurs. But the excitement was short-lived after a 1-0 Premier League defeat to Arsenal for their men's team later in the afternoon saw the Red Devils kept out of European football for the time being. It puts the Gunners back at the top of the Premier League table and piles the pressure on Man City, who will have to win both of their remaining fixtures to ensure another title. Arsenal boss Arteta says he's delighted with his team's performance given the stakes.
Of course, we are really happy to win. You want to play better, especially with the things that we did in the ball the second half, because there was so much space as well to hurt them. But that's another step that the team has to take when it comes to these stages, to be even more dominant. But the difficulty today was a high stake.
All eyes were on Eurovision this weekend, although maybe not in the UK, where viewing figures dropped almost a quarter from last year. This year's contest has been fraught with controversy, from protests in the build-up over Israel's involvement to the last-minute disqualification of the Dutch entrant over alleged threats made to a production worker. And it was all a bit of a nightmare for UK entrant Ollie Alexander, who finished 18th out of 25 after receiving an embarrassing 0 points in the public vote. But all's well that ends well, as they say, with Swiss entry Nemo becoming the first ever non-binary person to win the competition, although they did have some choice words to share following their victory.
There were a lot of things that didn't seem like it was all about love and unity. And at the same time, there was so much love here as well. And people that just are full of positivity, love for music, that really give me hope.
After the chaos of Eurovision, the BAFTAs were a welcome reprieve, with hundreds of Britain's biggest TV stars taking to the red carpet on Sunday. Top Boy were the big winners, picking up awards in the supporting actress and coveted Best Drama Series categories, with The Sixth Commandment and Happy Valley also receiving 2 BAFTAs each. Meanwhile, it was disappointment for The Crown, who failed to win any of its 8 nominations. And a highlight of the night was the Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Lorraine Kelly by the actor and fellow Scot Brian Cox.
And I never, ever take it for granted that so many people trust me with their stories, and I'm so honoured that our viewers think of me as a pal, they think of me as their friend, and that's incredible. Thank you so much. I'm on the telly tomorrow, but I'm going to celebrate tonight. Thank you so much.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Hi, I'm Daniel, founder of Pretty Litter. Cats and cat owners deserve better than any old-fashioned litter. That's why I teamed up with scientists and veterinarians to create Pretty Litter. Its innovative crystal formula has superior odor control and weighs up to 80% less than clay litter. Pretty Litter even monitors health by changing colors to help detect early signs of potential illness. It's the world's smartest kitty litter.
Go to prettylitter.com and use code ACAST for 20% off your first order and a free cat toy. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details.